Okay. Hi, we're Mark and Mel. After raising 4 amazing daughters who are now raising our 12 grandchildren and helping people on land in the real estate business for over 30 years, we're now realizing our goal of a year-long adventure cruising America's Great Loop on our boat Paradise. This is a 6,000-mile journey through waterways that include the Atlantic and Gulf Intercoastal Waterways, Great Lakes, Canadian Heritage Canals, and inland rivers of America's Midwest cities. Join us as we navigate over 100 locks, explore cities large and small, and experience an unforgettable journey through America's Great Loop. So yesterday we made it to Safe Harbor Aqua Yacht Marina after getting through Pickwick Dam and Lock. And so it was super nice. They were out there helping us tie up, and there was another several other loopers that were actually on the same dock as us. So we are on the same finger of docks. So it was really nice. We came in, sunset, they're helping us tie on, and then we were able to secure a courtesy car. So we went in with a couple other couples to get a courtesy car, and the reason we were able to get it a little bit longer of a period of time is because we took all of our time using that courtesy car and pooled it together. So that's kind of nice. We pooled all of our time together on that with that same courtesy car so that we could go together and we could go to Shiloh Battleground and the memorial there. So that was amazing. We saw a movie. First thing, we went to the visitor center, and it's actually not very far from here. I think it took us maybe 20 minutes to get there. So we were able to watch the movie at the visitor center, see the whole history of Shiloh Battleground, and then be able to drive through the park. It's, several acres, and so they have just these driving tours everywhere and the big monuments everywhere and these memorials to the soldiers, both the Confederate and the Union soldiers, everywhere. So it's a really nice place to honor that crazy battle that I guess, we're in just a matter of a few days. And it wasn't that long ago. It's 1862. It wasn't that long ago. And when you think about it, for that battle that took so many lives, I mean, thousands and thousands and thousands of lives it took. So it was just kind of a solemn time there. I mean, it was really educational, a very beautiful scenery, but kind of a solemn remembrance of that era, but a good thing to remember, because we don't want to repeat history. We definitely don't want to repeat history, but we want to see what people did to abolish slavery. There's a lot of history there, and these people have that history in their families. So what's interesting is one of the actual leaders in the Confederate Army, when they lost to the Union side, they became promoters of abolishing slavery. So it was really cool to see that history of what came out, the people that came out of that war and survived it, how their lives were changed. And some of the people, one of them ended up being part of the national park there and creating it and commemorating it and beginning it there to honor what happened there and the people that gave their lives for that battle. And another one who was just in his teens in the battle, he ended up becoming a journalist because he wrote about how it was, and they shared some of his writings about being in that battle and seeing everything happen. And he wrote so eloquently, and so no wonder he became a journalist. And so it was really, really good to take a time to go see that monument and that historical battleground of Shiloh. So next, I don't know when we're going to be at another marina where we'll be able to get a courtesy car. I think we're going to have to anchor out several days, so it'll be interesting to see what happens next and where we go. So stay with us. Hopefully you'll see where we end up next. Looks like these are condos and homes that have been here for quite a while, and they've got an amazing water view. Still looking for the community pool. Small sleepy town near Shiloh. So really historical area, but not a lot of big hustle and bustle. The biggest hustle and bustle is that freeway over there. It's pretty much the main highway going up towards Shiloh, where you can see the battlefield and that area. But I don't know where it goes the other direction, to be honest with you. So I have to look on a map and see where it goes. But this is probably a really nice getaway spot for people in the summer and all the boaters who like to come down, get their boat from the Safe Harbor Aqua Yacht Marina. Yeah, that road is super loud. And there's some big trucks going up and down it, so it must be a major highway across, going from Tennessee to Mississippi area, I believe. We're kind of at the corners of the border. Part of the border is actually in the river, and right where the Mississippi, Tennessee, and Alabama borders are. So super interesting history. But yeah, it's a pretty low population and kind of quiet area. Besides that highway, we got great home cooking up the road, and super pretty to watch the leaves falling. So amazing to see seasons that we are not used to seeing, a change of seasons. So we will probably, by the time these trees get bare, we will be down through Alabama more and closer to the Gulf. Oop, I better get out of the road. And there's not a lot of marinas from here on down the Tombigbee River. So it gets really narrow, and so there's not a lot of barges that we have to worry about when we anchor out. But there are limited marinas, so I'm sure a lot of times we will be anchoring out and all the way down to Mobile, Alabama. So we'll see how that goes. We like anchoring out when it's not rough weather and when there's not a lot of barges around, when it's a little quieter. But this is a lot of canal, a lot of man-made canal, that why it's so small, that connected the Tennessee River all the way down to Mobile, Alabama, and the Gulf Shores. So it'll be interesting from here down. Like I say, it's a lot of small towns. I think the first time we get near a big town is going to be, we won't be very far from Montgomery, Alabama, and then Muscle Shoals. We'll be going by Muscle Shoals area soon, and then also we have the Fall Rendezvous. The AGLCA Fall Rendezvous is completing this week. It's the end of that, and there's about 40 boats, we heard, that are going to be traveling back from the Tom Wheeler Park up the river, the Tennessee, and then back down where we are. So we're kind of trying to get ahead of them. So we'll see how that goes. And that's why some loopers left last night, because they just don't want a bottleneck of all the people going through the locks, because there are going to be several locks down from here. There's like 3, and then There's another few after that, and then we go down to, like each day there's going to be a few locks for a while. So we're back to that. It was a nice calm break, no locking, but we'll be locking again through the locks and dams of the canals here in the next several days. We'll let you know where we end up, and if we're able to leave here by tomorrow, if hopefully our props are going to be completed by then. But it is a great price to get your props repaired, and that's what we're going to do, so we can pick up the speed safely. For props to be done is really time consuming, because here in this area they take their time. They're not going to be rushed, so it's like you're going to get it's the best price that we've seen so far for repairing props, but you can't be in a hurry. Y'all don't want to be in a hurry here. They take their time. So it's taken us probably a couple days when they thought it'd be a day. That's okay. It's given us time to go see Shiloh, given us time to check up on the boat. What'd you do? Did you change oil?
I added oil to the generator.
Added oil to the generator.
A little low. Yeah, it's the first time I've ever added oil to the generator, and it was a learning experience. Including mopping up a bunch of spilled oil.
Aw.
We need to get a small plastic measuring cup that I can pour with.
Okay.
Here.
Walmart.
I'm sure there's not one somewhere on the boat.
Probably.
Because I almost vaguely remember seeing one somewhere, but I used this cup to pour because I couldn't get the gallon-sized jug all the way in there and tipped up, so I used this to pour. Yeah. And I didn't pinch it enough, and it spilled.
Oh, I see. And we have a ton of those. You don't even have to. You can throw it away if you want. We just have a ton of those that they left us on the boat for all kinds of stuff, food storage, whatever. So I think they're old, like, cottage cheese containers or something.
Non-fat yogurt.
Non-fat yogurt. So waste not, want not. So, well, it's warm down here. Whew. Holy moly. Yeah, we'll go. I'll put that those shop towels on the list to get when we go to Walmart.
Plastic measuring cup.
Plastic measuring cup and shop towels. Okay. Yes, Captain.
Because I was talking about getting something to eat, or somebody said, oh, I don't want to interrupt you in case you're having dinner. It was like 1 in the afternoon. Thinking, well, maybe dinner means lunch. I don't know. And then the prop guy says, well, we'll have the props done around dinner time. I'm going, I'm not sure what that means.
When is dinner time?
Even if it's the same dinner I eat, I don't know what time you eat dinner.
And you told everybody so nicely, you shared that the prices were good, and then all of a sudden everybody
and their
got all
dog
the
wants
loot.
to take their props in, so you got to do everybody else's as well.
Yeah.